Hello, it is now Thursday, 10 to 11 p.m. I need to clean that wall back there. Brandon, Dan, Steve's outside. So today I got a lot of parts done. I did not get a lot of parts done. Big news today was Matt from Eurocraft, Matt Chain Noise on Instagram came over. We got the axles basically solved. The axle on this side bolted in directly. No modifications needed once we used Brandon's 100mm axle cups on the O2J transmission, which is now in there. The short axle side though, this needs to be cut and welded, and I'm gonna just clean my camera right now. So thanks, B-Geek. A little better. So Matt took that to one of his friends. I'm going to put a link to his social online in just a moment. They have cut, welded, reinforced the axle, and taken out 64 millimeters. I did a whole bunch of measurements on that, calculated it. My dad helped doing the equations on it, and we're pretty sure it's right, but we won't find out until tomorrow. Engine's coming out just as soon as I get done with this video. So we can clean the transmission. We need to cut this piece off. The really big news last night was the intercooler. I think I showed that. Was that before or after the video?
No, we showed it.
Okay, so yeah, intercooler is there. Everything's a lot tidier today. Forge parts still. Got the red bolts from Brandon on the powder coated yellow. Oil pan. Lots more parts here. I need a new coolant bubble. It's only available in Europe, so that's going to be kind of difficult. Yeah, so that's kind of tough. Big stuff we're doing right now. Volkswagen classic parts, overnighted brand new spindles, so I can get the fronts done. On the rear, the discs are installed. Oh boy, okay, what else is going on with this thing? Tomorrow we've got the big parts list going. We've got the new oven going. That was a BBS lip. All right, clean the engine bay, turbo oil line. The KO4 turbo is en route from Volkswagen and Borg Warner. It was meant to be here today, now they're saying tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Lots of painting to do. We've got a bunch more parts to buy, Corrado front pads, electric cooling fan pins. Cam donated a cooling fan for that. So let's go to Severo. Bom dia, Brazil. Dan has been working on this. Hashimoto, he made the body kit, but the front lip was made for the big bumper car. And so this was the one for the different bumper, and you can see Dan has cut and modified it to fit the small bumper car. And so this is wet fiberglass right now, where you can see the kind of see-through bits that he's put on, and then he's going to take it back to his shop and finish fabricating that. He also still has the tailgate and is building new brackets for the top there, and we need to get those little upright things, although it's probably not going to happen at this point. Car's all clean. The big news on this is the Fueltech FT250, which has a 3D printed bracket, which if you crack open a Volkswagen Mark 1 or 2 cluster, or indeed Gol Voyage Quadrado cluster, this was made by Caster in-house with the 3D printer. This is the complete ECU. That's all vacuum, all the connectors you need for Fueltech. However, this is a Brazilian pre-release version, so it's Portuguese only. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna have a phone call with Fueltech USA, and those guys are really known for doing a lot of products that the drag guys love. Because you can run ethanol, you can run biofuel. Is that what it's called, biofuel? Flex fuel, sure. So they have, I called them for the first time ever in the USA today. They answered within like 2 rings. And oh yeah, look, he's got an E85. That's just a random ethanol. It's not Fueltech.
No, that's just
okay.
E85.
So ethanol is available here in the US. It's not very popular, basically. The E85 in the pump is between E51, 51%, alcohol 49%, gasoline up to E85, 85% ethanol, 15% gasoline. And you have no idea what's coming out the pump. However, VP Fuels have 100%, and right around the corner at Midtown Tire, they are drag racers, so they have E100 sitting there in cans. So Fuel Tech tomorrow are going to come on, possibly go onto the laptop with me, and they're going to show me the firmware update for it for the latest version. This was the first one in private hands in the world. And then this will be at the SEMA show with Caster next to the Recaro booth, in the Caster booth, and we'll be able to demonstrate the FT450 for anyone that wants to see the touchscreen, ECU, programmable head unit, display unit. Next up, pulling the engine again. I've got to start building the wheels. Oh my gosh. That's basically it. I don't even know if it looks like we really did that much. The biggest nightmare we had today, and there's been a bunch, is the bracket that I had shipped 2 days from Holland for the brake pedal, the hydraulic clutch, doesn't fit. It's for a Polo 6N2. It does not fit the firewall. There is a curve here, so it doesn't fit. So we're trying to get this thing on wheels so we can bring it forwards, open the door properly, and then we'll be able to see how on earth we're gonna make that fit. Steve's been helping out as well. He is right now just been actually doing kind of a dirty job with the inner fender aligners. Basically, I've got a list of things to clean, and I'm not super worried about the fender aligners and things like that, but I know tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday, it's not gonna get done, and it's gonna bite me in the ass. So we're just trying to move ahead and keep going with all of those things before all of this pile goes in the car. I think I told you last night that we have I booked a flight for Aaron to fly in from Minneapolis. He's gonna be doing the exhaust welding. Either him or Dan are gonna be doing the intercooler piping. I still gotta find intercooler piping. Other things, we need the ends for the shifter linkage on the top of the transmission. Matt Chain Noise will be here tomorrow again doing the wiring. That's where we're at. I think that's kind of everything. As soon as I hang up, we're going to pull the engine again, get the transmission off, and then I need to drive to Rhode Island for a customer, which I thought was dealt with, and it's not. So I'm gonna work overnight on my day job, and then during the day I'll work overnight on this. So I'm getting tired. And tomorrow I have to go to Yellow Fever shot for driving the rally wagon through all of South America. Very quickly on the rally wagon, check it out on ECS's Instagram or my own. They have got the 50-point roll cage installed. At Mike the Day on Instagram has been doing the roll cage welding, and he has mounted 3 seats, 2 up front, 1 in the back. And then the spare wheels, there's 2 full-size 19-inch racing line wheels in the back of the car, mounted on the X-brace and underneath it, which is absolutely wild. Probably a world's first in a hatchback. It currently spins. I don't think I'm going to drive 8,000 miles across South America and 3,000 miles next Tuesday night, nonstop from Manhattan to Los Angeles for charity. But anyway, that's Rally Wagon. If that spins the whole time, I'll probably go insane. That's all 3 cars. That's my 3 cars for SEMA. This one will be with ST suspension. That one will be with Caster suspension. And the Rally Wagon will be with H&R suspension. So I'm doing nothing but suspension companies this year. But 3 cars at SEMA if we get these finished. Massive love and thank you to everyone that's helping remotely as well for answering questions, but also busting their knuckles here. Goodbye, good night. Let me know if this sucks or if this is okay with the live thing. Still not editing, still working. Still doesn't really look like a complete car. Doesn't look any different than it did 4 days ago, actually.
It's more apart than last night.
That's true. There is a motor bolted in, but...
That stuff's backwards.
All right, good night. I also can't hang up smoothly. How do I do this? Like, peace.